Hey everyone, I'm Lauren with Ohio Power Tool, and today on Right Tool for the Job, we're testing out different Igloo coolers to see which cooler is right for you. So we wanted to see which cooler held ice for the longest period of time, and today we're going to walk you through our results. We compared 2 mid-size and 3 large capacity Igloo coolers over a 5-day period. To do our test, we used a Milwaukee thermal imaging camera to track the temperature inside the coolers each day, and we had a thermometer set up on the wall to track the room temperature. To keep the coolers as similar as possible, we used one 22-pound bag of ice, 1 bottle of water, and 1 canned drink in each one. Here's what we tested. First, we have the Igloo BMX 25 quart cooler at $69.99. This is one of Igloo's higher end coolers with heavy duty, blow molded construction, extra thick foam walls, an insulated lid, and rubberized latches. We then have the Workman 50 quart cooler. This is more of your traditional cooler you would have for a daily use, and it's a bargain at only $39.95. Next is the stylish Legacy 54 quart cooler at $149.99. It has a rust-resistant stainless steel body, ultra-therm insulation, and an easy close locking latch. Then we have their top-of-the-line IMX 24 quart cooler at $99.99. This injection molded cooler has ultra-therm insulation, rubberized lid latches, and loads of other features. Last but certainly not least, we have the Igloo BMX 52 quart cooler. We tested this one to see how the volume of the coolers would affect the results. The price point for this 52 quart version is $89.99. Each day we tested the coolers at 9:30 in the morning to see how they performed over a 24-hour period. For day 1, to begin our test, the temperature in the room was 72 degrees. After adding the ice to each cooler, we used the thermal imaging camera to see how cold the contents inside the coolers were, which was pretty consistent across the board as expected at this time. Each cooler had solid ice and read between 29 and 30.9 degrees. On day 2, the temperature in the room was also 72 degrees in the morning. Both BMX coolers still had solid ice, no water, and measured between 28.5 and 29.4 degrees. The Workman had some water, coming in at 29.2 degrees, and the Legacy also had some water, reading 29.4 degrees inside. The IMX cooler was still solid ice, but measured the warmest of them all at 30.6 degrees. When day 3 came around, the room temperature was 74 degrees in the morning and got up to about 78 toward the middle of the day. The IMX still had solid ice and was now the coldest of the bunch at 29.2 degrees. The Legacy followed at only 30.3 degrees with a little water and a good amount of solid ice. The BMX coolers measured an average of 30.6 degrees with a small amount of water but still mostly ice, and the Workman was the warmest at 30.8 degrees with a little water but also still mostly ice. Day 4 was when we really began to see the differences in each cooler. The temperature in the room in the morning was 76 degrees and it got up to about 82 degrees in the middle of the day. The IMX remained the coldest at only 29.1 degrees with a small amount of water and solid ice. The BMX coolers followed once again. The 25 quart was 30.4 degrees with a little water but lots of solid ice, and the 52 quart was 30.8 degrees with slightly more water and slightly less ice. The Legacy measured 51.4 degrees and all the ice had melted with very cold water remaining. And the Workman remained the warmest, sitting at 67.5 degrees with no ice and slightly cooler than room temperature water. Finally, for our last round of the test, the temperature in the room was 78 degrees and it got up to 82 throughout the day. The IMX was definitely our winner in terms of which cooler remains the coldest the longest. After sitting for 5 days, it was still the coldest at only 30.5 degrees. There was still a large amount of ice present and a small amount of very cold water. The BMX 25 quart cooler came in at a very close second place at 31.5 degrees. It also still had a lot of solid ice and very cold water. The BMX 52 quart followed with a spike up to 64.3 degrees. It still felt very cold upon opening it, and considering the small amount of ice in the larger coolers, this performed really well. It showed us that the volume of the ice definitely makes a noticeable difference when you're measuring over an extended period of time. The Legacy came in next at 72.4 degrees, just about room temperature, while we finally had the Workman at 78.7 degrees. So as it turns out, it seems as though you get what you pay for. If you're only needing a cooler for the short term, then the Workman is still a great affordable option. But if you're roughing it for the next 5 days and need a cooler that'll remain insulated for an extended period of time, then there are obviously tons of other great options for that as well. All of these are fantastic coolers for on the job site or on the go. We hope that this helped you identify which cooler is right for your job. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. You can check out all of these coolers and the others we carry at Ohio Power Tool at the link in the description. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay up to date on all things OPT. In the meantime, stay cool. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.